Hey, how's it going everyone? Today I'm checking out the Soundcore Liberty 3 Pros, available for around $170 on Amazon. I was impressed with the Soundcore Liberty 2 Pros that came out last year that the company sent, and they did send this one out too, so I do want to thank them for that. But just to clarify, this is not a sponsored video in any way, so if this doesn't sound good or anything, I'll just say it how it is. But I was impressed with the 2 Pros because they sounded better than the Galaxy Buds Plus, mainly because the bass drivers were better on those. So on here it says the acoustic architecture is 2.0 this time. The Hear ID is active noise cancelling, and the other thing is that this has 6 mics, AI uplink noise reduction. If you've been following my channel, then you know that I really don't care about boxes or packaging. I will say that the packaging is really impressive in here. I shouldn't say really impressive, but I can definitely appreciate how the earbuds are in the middle, especially these side tips. To the left is a USB-C cable, and then inside should be a quick start guide and user manual. This comes in 3 other colors. The casing looks identical to last year's. The only difference is that there's like a slight bump, so it's easy to slide it open. And then when you do open these, there's like a nice light. Like the bottom tips light up. Well, it's not the actual tips that light up, but the case itself. Then you can take these out, and when you're connecting for the first time, you just go into your Bluetooth settings. There it is, the Soundcore Liberty 3 Pros. Now that that's connected, you can go into the Soundcore app. If you don't have that, you can always just download it from the Play Store. And that's one thing that makes this device great, or Soundcore devices in general. In the app, you click Liberty Series, then the Liberty 3 Pros are right there. So it's going to search for it, and then it should connect within a few seconds. Once you're connected, it will give you some tips for connecting for the first time. Wearing it in the correct position. Did not know that. Okay, so it's a little different from last year, I think. From here, you can see the charge on everything, including the case, and everything's at full here, so we're good to go. And the UI is pretty simple as well. If you want to change the equalizer, you go into sound effects down here. You can also have 3D surround sound, that's new. And then Hear ID sound, but there's no data available, so we'll have to set that up, which I'll definitely try out. You can change the controls as well. So I have it disabled right now, but there is a touch function, and this touch function you can have it as volume up or down, and then everything's here. You can even trigger the voice assistant on your phone. I normally like to keep it off because I tend to accidentally press it, but I guess I'll try it out in a run or something to see how it is. Single tap, double tap, hold for 2 seconds. So very, very nice and simple app right here. Very easy to understand everything. So this is how the headphones are set on my ears. And I just got finished running for the 2nd time. These stay in place. It's a great sign. One cool feature is when you try to bring your headphones down, or if you try to adjust them, they automatically pause the music or the track that you're playing. Just want to show you that a video does pause after you take your headphones out. Just a little demonstration there. So like I said before, these earbuds stay in place when I was going out for a run. I was just on a call as well, and the call quality was good, I would say. Not excellent, because it wasn't crystal clear, the voice, and plus my own voice, I tested it out. I've got the Liberty 2 Pros on, not Liberty 2, but Liberty 3 Pros on right now, and I'm in a quiet area, so I'm curious to see how this sounds running it back. And it wasn't too clear or anything, but you could still hear me pretty well overall. I'm just saying in terms of clarity for the mic, it wasn't as good compared to what they were hyping up to be. Like 6 microphones, AI noise canceling and whatnot. Speaking of noise canceling, these have an okay noise canceling, and it's improved from last year. Actually, everything, just about everything feels like it's improved from last year, which is a good thing. So definitely worth the upgrade if you're wondering about that. But anyways, I think noise canceling still has some work to do, especially for the price point this is going at. Because I keep hearing the Sony headphones, they sound better too. Or I mean, the noise canceling is better on those. I have not tested those out myself yet, and I do want to get my hands on them at some point. Just because I've heard of nothing but good things about them. That's the only other one that's worth checking out around the same price point as this one. And again, these are newer, so that's one thing. And they fit really well in my ears. Hear ID is a slight improvement from the regular noise canceling that they have. And the reason I say that is because it's kind of like based on your environment that you're around, the sound that's there. So for example, if someone's cooking in our apartment and I'm in my room and I've got the doors open and you can hear all the pans being, thrown or whatever, So you can just hear all that, and this kind of like tries to cancel all that noise out, and it does a decent job. It does a little better than the regular active noise canceling that this used to have, but still not to the level that I want it to be, especially for the price point. Transparency mode is okay. I can really hear the person the best when I'm not playing music. And you also have wind noise reduction, which is pretty interesting. And then you can also adjust the transparency mode for like fully transparent or just vocal. So, like I said before, there's a lot of cut options here, and that's what makes this great. Arguably, the most important thing is sound, and sound quality is an improvement. It feels like the bass is a little more balanced with the mids and highs here. The mids and highs are good. When I was listening to rock and even classical music, it was doing a good job. The bass is still not to the level that I feel like some people would like it to be if you listen to a lot of EDM, electronic music, hip-hop, just stuff that's bass heavy, because these aren't too bass heavy, but they definitely have more bass than the Soundcore, or the Samsung Galaxy Buds Plus, if you guys recall. Like, the only reason I mention that is because that's what I tested out. That was a popular pair of earbuds that people had. But these are a little more clear than the Liberty 2 Pros that I had last year. There are times where I feel like it's not completely balanced with bass and the mids, so it feels like the bass can overshadow at certain points but that's when I had it on full volume. And this does get decently loud. It can get even louder if you change it to like acoustic or a different preset equalizer, and you don't have to just stick with the presets. You can also have a custom one, so not going to worry about that right now. There's also 3D surround sound. I did try this a little bit, and it seems to be interesting to say the least. I have to test this out more to really get a better feel and everything. So I will be making an update video soon for this, just so I can, try this out for another week or a few weeks or even a month, and just give my final verdict on how this is. But overall, my first impressions is that I like it. I think the sound is solid for the price, and everything all around is good. This stays on well when I'm going out for a run, so I don't see why it wouldn't stay on when I'm going out for like a workout or something. The app is free, and the UI is very easy to understand and comprehend everything. There's so many options here. As of now, that's why overall I'd recommend these. I think they're a great choice. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. If there's anything I missed out on, please do let me know, because I do have these headphones, so I'll try to answer your questions the best I can. One last thing before I go. One thing I don't like about these earbuds is that when I put them back in the case, they don't always go back to charge. Like, one side does not fully go to charging mode. I have to like adjust this around until it goes in, and then it's finally turned off and it's disconnected from my phone. So just a small gripe. Anyways guys, thanks for watching.